Hey everybody, I am back after a while. I have been busy working on my game. It's today's topic that I wanted to talk about is called the shiny struggle alien of the Unreal Engine. And the reason I'm talking about this is because the more I get involved and the more work that I do inside Unreal, the more fascinated I am with all of the different mechanisms that they have available for indie developers like myself and all the other communities that are using the product um, to take advantage of. It is staggering the amount of learning that it takes. It doesn't take a lot of learning to get started, but like anything, to master it, it really takes a while. One of the things that I've been doing recently is I've been working with 2D sprites, and I really wanted to make them pop a little bit more rather than just being, the flat 2D, sprites that are walking around. Part of my solution to making that happen was I wanted to start using and taking advantage of texture sampling in the new Niagara particle system. So, if you're not familiar, Niagara is the soon to be replacement for Cascade, and it's really awesome. You'll see me working in it a little bit later on in the video, and the problem with it is one, it's not finished, and two, I've as I've found with a lot of things, sometimes it doesn't always work exactly the way you think it should, and sometimes it's a bug. Sometimes it is just your understanding of what's going on. So the reason I named this video the struggle alien, the shiny struggle alien, is that I find myself definitely getting a little lost when trying to take my vision and turning it into a product. I have definitely been doing better lately by compartmentalizing and really focusing on what is needed in the development world. I come from a long background of software developers. In that world, you would call it gold plating. When you take something that is good enough to ship, but you continue to work on it and work on it and refine it and make it better. And that gold plating will eat up your schedule in a hurry. So that's the reason why we have the shiny alien today, because this is definitely has nothing to do with my game. I created this thing simply to teach myself Niagara. And so what do? I pick an example, and in this case, I just created a shiny alien and made him rotate and bounce some particles off him with light. I've done it before. I did it in Cascade, but now I wanted to do it in Niagara. So just to make kind of a fun video today, I went through the basic processes that I went through of importing the mesh, creating a material for the mesh, as you can see me doing here. Once I create the material, I create a material instance so I can change the color. Then I associate the material with the mesh. So these are all the basic things that I'm sure many of you have done. But if you're new to the Unreal Engine, you may be finding yourself, still looking for some tutorials that kind of tie things all together. And so today's video, it's sort of free form. I'm not focusing in on any specific thing, but I'm just showing my workflow. If you're like me, I've found other videos on the internet where sometimes the producer of the tutorial, they don't speak at all. They just either play music or it's possible they're not conversant in English, and so maybe they're not used to speaking, or whatever the reason is. But they produce these long tutorials, and you just kind of have to follow what they're doing and just watch. So today is one of those videos, but I wanted to talk over top of it to just tell you that, trying to stay focused can be difficult because the Unreal Engine is just so much fun. I really am always amazed at all of the different capabilities that are in there, and it takes time to learn them. But when I first started on this a couple years ago, I didn't know anything, and materials were completely foreign to me. Creating a material, doing emissive materials, translucency, all of these things were really, really foreign concepts to me. And so, today I breeze through them pretty quickly. The more advanced things obviously take me a while, but I definitely have come a long way. And so if you're new to the game, don't give up, keep going, and just keep working on what you've been doing. I also wanted to say thank you to my subscribers. We are the few and the proud, and that's the struggle component of this video, is that YouTube and Unreal are both struggles. It takes time to be successful at both. And so don't get discouraged. Just keep going, and you'll make it there someday. So here you can see me. I'm just creating a blueprint. I'll probably speed up some of the video right after this, but so I'm just adding a rotating movement, and next I'm going to plop some particles on top of this. So I think now I am going to skip ahead a little bit because everybody is seeing this part. So let me just scooch ahead. Okay, so here's where I'm going to go ahead and now create the Niagara emitter. Once I create the emitter here, I use some of the basic templates, and I add a light renderer to this. You can definitely go out and find lots of tutorials on how to do this. But basically, you take off the inverse square, you set the radius for the light, and then you add a color to it. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let's skip ahead a little bit here. Yeah, so now I'm going to go back and add the particle system to the blueprint that I had for my alien. Go ahead and skip through that. So now I've got my particles going. Keep moving through here. I'm going to reduce the amount of particles and the add some collision so that things work out properly. Yep, so keep going. Here we go. So I'm starting to get that down a bit. I'll probably just speed through these parts. Yeah, and then here's the final piece. So this is around 16 minutes. So here you can see this is my gold plating effort of the day. I definitely am just kind of playing around here with the particles, the light radiuses, the collision capability, and so there you go. I've used Niagara. Things are good, and I hope that I can continue to incorporate this into my game. I don't want to give too much away on some of the things that I'm working on, but one thing I know is that Niagara had some really great capability for creating particle systems related to textures. That was something that I definitely hadn't seen done in Cascade before. So that was something new that I wanted to take advantage of. There's definitely a lot of other new things that have come out. I'm using Unreal 4.24. So if you haven't downloaded that yet, go ahead and check it out. And good luck to you. I hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for supporting me, and I'll be putting out some probably more focused tutorials coming up shortly. but I'm trying to keep things shorter and tighter. Today I just kind of went free form, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care. Bye.